Hello everyone, I'm Alexandre, Berthault, student at the Tokyo University of Technology and working at Gravy Studio Laboratory at Reality Inc. Thank you all for coming today. This time we suggest new method to create user-generated content while wearing head-mounted display, which we call AI-assisted avatar fashion show, and I will describe it in this presentation. First, user-generated content in Metaverse is increasingly important today. However, existing method to create UGC while wearing head-mounted display requires certain user skill and practice. Nowadays, as generative AI developed, some AI-based easier methods are suggested. But for now, these methods are still in the development stage and not in a condition for men and women of any ages to try it. So this time we propose novel method to easily create user-generated content such as avatars and choreographies while wearing head-mounted displays and using catwalk motion as a base animation. We implemented some elements unique to the VR experience such as clothing texture generation in a 3D space and working animation generation from users' motion. We validated the user experience of the application and effectiveness of motion evaluation function in the public exhibition Laval Virtual 2023. The system architecture shown here, AI-assisted avatar fashion show, is mainly composed of these three systems: Meta Inc., Muscle Compressor, and Runway Broadcaster. Meta Inc. is the clothing texture generation system using generative AI. In this system, the user input a query of a few words, which is then used in by the Stable Diffusion model to output clothing textures. To fit the clothing UV texture, a parallel projection camera is used to apply the mask. For fine-tuning, color tones and tiling can be adjusted by manipulating shaders properties, and UV can be adjusted manually. Then we have Muscle Compressor, the capture and compression motion system. In this system, we use muscle, a normalized humanoid posture representation in Unity. It can express humanoid bone as one normalized variable, representing the degree of bending. So by using it, we could save humanoid motion at a lower size. This figure below indicates the concept of the Runway Broadcaster system, doing fusion and evaluation contents while staging a catwalk. When the user creates avatar motion, Runway Broadcaster automatically loads and combines them. In the field test, Meta Inc. and Muscle Compressor were running in France, and Runway Broadcaster was running in Japan. During the fusion, we try to evaluate the recorded motion automatically by discrete Fourier transform-based method. Our idea is that if recorded, the per body motion matches with the ready-made lower body motion, then the frequency component of those two animations will be similar. So in this proposed function, we check the power of the 1.6 Hz and 3.2 Hz components, representing the principal frequency of the lower body motion. Now let's look at the result of the proposed system. This table represents the file size of a 1-minute motion recorded at 60 frames per second. According to it, a muscle compressor system could save humanoid motion at smaller size than other systems, particularly when comparing to animation clip that could compress to 96%. Also, this system enables dynamic runtime motion generation, which is hard by conventional animation format in Unity. It can therefore reduce data transmission time and improve dynamic animation for avatar communications and expressions. This histogram is the result of the evaluation function in Runway Broadcaster. Movements that follow the walking rhythm, constant periodicity, and have a stable torso are scored high, while those that don't are scored low. This scoring allows to filter out broken postures and motions that fail to record. However, pursuit of periodicity and stability does not produce interesting pictures. We discovered that the medium score range of 200 to 300 tends to be beautiful and highly unique. So by extracting certain range of score, user-generated content quality can be controlled. This is the qualitative evaluation of generated catwalk scene. In a 5-day field test at the Laval Virtual 2023 from a total of 174 people, 99.2% of the users were able to generate user-generated content without any issue. In conclusion, we propose and validate novel method to create user-generated content while wearing a mounted display by using AI. As a contribution, WordToClothing system apply the output of Stable Diffusion to avatars in real time. Muscle-based motion capture system offers up to 96% data compression, and discrete Fourier transform-based frequency comparison method enables automatic user-generated content evaluation. I think this is a good example of using generative AI that respects the creator's intentions while realizing something that would have been difficult for humans alone to do. That would be all for me. I thank you all for your attention.